Ratched is the new Netflix TV series brought to us from the flamboyant guidance of Ryan Murphy and Brad Fulchuk.
That is my peach.
About the life and patience of Nurse Ratched based on the character in 1975's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Having watched both recently, there are definitely difference in their tone and color schemes. Ratched is played by Sarah Paulson, much known for American Horror Story, and has proven herself to be a very talented and versatile actress, bringing different characters to each season. The story in season gives more insight to the character and why she is so wretched. In Cuckoo's Nest, we know very little about her character and backstory, except for her presence and work ethic, as very firm and manipulative. The similarities I caught from the show to 1975, she sends a patient Billy, played by Brad Dourif, to be locked in the office knowing he's already suicidal, and her showing no signs of shock or empathy or even regret when he kills himself, so I believe she knew what she was doing. In the series, Sarah Paulson's version does the same thing, walking a patient into the head doctor's office telling him there's a letter opener on the desk. It's not as subtle, in fact nothing about the show is. It's its own universe that may as well have been its own thing, because there's nothing in this that actually connects it to the movie. Other than the name, from an Oscar-winning drama movie, to me it's another mediocre Ryan Murphy horror show. It's crowded with a lot of characters and effort in the cast, but is it just another excuse to show us more pink curtains and bold wallpaper? Ryan Murphy does have intense talent, there's no denying that. From Glee to American Horror Story, Scream Queens, 911 Lone Star, he's become one of the most successful directors and creators of TV. With his style, it's always his number one priority, but I think that sometimes gets in his way. For me, it's distracting. For one show, fine, but every show he brings to the screen, pretty much, has these zany, colorful characters, and that's sometimes fine, but for someone who has this much experience, you would think that someone would step outside the mink coat a little bit, having the same feel as the later American Horror Story seasons, that I personally am not a fan of. But if you've been a fan since day one and still are, then you may very well like this show as well. The actress Louise Fletcher, who played Nurse Ratched in Cuckoo's Nest, won an Oscar for her role, and Sarah Paulson, still giving a great performance, may yet win some awards herself. Both Ryan Murphy and Sarah Paulson have what it takes to carry a show, but will this be one of them?